12 minutes, we're gonna talk about something that we already talked about earlier in the show, but it's almost 7 Eastern, and if you're just tuning in after a fun or long Saturday, I'm glad you're here, because this is a problem that it becomes a very emotional topic for women as they're aging, and typically women as they age experience, I would say, a significant, if not radical, change in their hair and their nails. But I would give up my nails any day of the week. It's the hair on my head that is the most terrifying. So we at QVC, because of devices and other things, talk about hair loss a lot. We're gonna talk right now about hair thinning, which we all know what that is. The part line starts to expand, you can see the scalp. Suddenly the temples and the recession points are they're getting more receding. And we're gonna talk about the weak and brittle nails, because this is a couple of gummies a day. You see them right there, they taste like berries, they're yummy. Gummies, you're getting a 4-month supply. We have sold 177,000 jars of hair nutrition peptide gummies. And what we're bringing you right now is critical, because we shed hair every day, but when we go through hormonal changes like menopause, obviously everything changes. So there's normal hair shedding, as you tell me, and then excessive, like had been happening to me. I look in the shower drain every day, not just every other day, and it's a clump and it's scary and you're afraid to like touch your hair, shampoo your hair. Explain the hair nutrition peptide story, because we have live testimonials in the studio. I think this is your bestseller. I could be wrong, but I know it's the one that most people talk to me about.
Oh yeah, because it's so fascinating. You know, we have these 100,000 follicles on our head, and as we age, our scalp ages, the follicles age, they loosen up. So that's when you talk about that excessive shedding and you're like, wait, there's so much more hair. It's on my pillow, it's on the floor, it's in the shower. And on average, we're supposed to be losing 50 to 150 hairs. So to get a visual every single day, this is 90 days worth of normal hair loss.
Isn't that crazy? And that's, by the way, what you're looking at, though shocking, is 3 months worth of normal hair loss, hair shedding. Like, it's just the normal regenerative process. The problem is when you're shedding more than what is normal, then we have to talk, and then a gummy can help.
Exactly. So I was experiencing excessive hair shedding. And it was the first time in my life. I've spent my entire career all over the world working with the top researchers, the top experts, and always asking them, like, share with me the best science that you have. And here I was in Calabria, Italy, with Dr. Elizabeth Janda. She's a brilliant researcher. And I snapped this selfie, and I look back at that selfie, and I look at my hairline, and it's about 3 times as wide as mine is right now. And I knew when I saw that hairline, I was like, oh my gosh, is this what and you can even see it on the side. It's like, is this what my future is? Because our hair is part of us, right?
Oh my
like,
gosh.
I had no idea how much it meant to me. And so I ended up reaching out to a world famous researcher all the way in New Zealand. I got on a flight for 20 hours. And once I got to New Zealand, and I worked with Dr. Rob Kelly, who had been researching the science behind hair nutrition peptides for over 20 years. I was so astonished. I started taking them that day. I haven't stopped since.
Wait, but this to me, this is the most relatable, fun, sweet, amazing, like, part of the story. Sheep. We have pictures of these sheep. Most of us are like, where am I gonna find the fountain of youth? I don't think most of us assume we're going to end up with but there she is in New Zealand with sheep.
I know.
Explain the sheep and why the way they grow hair kind of unlocks the power to how we hold on to ours.
I know, it's so incredible. And the wool on that beautiful, strong wool sheep, it's a very particular sheep. It's very thick, it's very dense, it doesn't fall out. The only way they get that wool off of the sheep is by shearing the sheep, and they have to. And the reason it doesn't fall out is because it's packed with these keratin peptides that we have right in here. And that's what we're bringing, and that's what tightens up our hair follicles. That's what anchors it in. That's why every single woman in the 90-day study was able to say, you know what? I'm holding on to 20% of that hair that would normally be on the floor, that they might be missing in different parts of their head.
Can we hear from Linda? And then I want to explain a little bit further about what's happening here, because we are not talking about hair growth. We are talking about keeping the hair that you have anchored firmly into the follicle, the pore. And that is huge, because if you're not losing hair, now you have beautiful, lush, thick, gorgeous hair. Forgive me, I keep forgetting that none of these beautiful ladies have microphones. So they're just gonna Pantene commercial brush their hair. And then Naomi is gonna tell you a little bit about them, because this is Linda. And I remember Linda because she's been here before.
Yes.
And will you tell us a little bit more about her story?
Well, first of all, her hair is so sexy. It's so shiny. Her husband gives her compliments. Her daughters give her compliments. And it's so silky and soft. Linda and I had the absolute same issue.
Yep.
90 days later, her entire part line changed. And you can also see how much healthier, and you can see the structure of the hair in the after photo. It's different. It's so different. And that's just 90 days. Linda's been taking the hair nutrition peptides for several years now. And I have never seen her hair more beautiful, more shiny, more healthy, and it's like time keeps ticking, but
Linda,
our hair is going in the opposite direction.
Linda, could you give us a nonverbal expression on your face to convey how you feel about OMI WellBeauty and your hair?
She's the cutest.
So tell me if I'm wrong here, okay? Because this product has been featured in Women's Wear Daily, Women's Health. Every single person in the study got reduced hair shedding and smoother and whiter nails, because of course hair is made of the same thing that nails are, so your nails are going to benefit too. You take 2 gummies a day. You have a 3-month return policy, and they ship for free. You're getting a 4-month supply. So if I understand how this works, after taking these gummies with that kind of magical little peptide, that peptide goes into your system and is teaching the hair follicle which is old now and aging, and we're of a certain age, and so now the hair just wants to give up and get lazy because it's sad and tired, and it's lived a long life. So instead of being a tight, yummy follicle that wants to hold on to the hair, it wants to just kind of get relaxed, and when it relaxes, the hair falls out.
Excessively.
So explain then the animation in reverse when we take the gummies, what happens?
Exactly. So two gummies a day. I like to take them with food, and as she's taking them and they're going through her system, this is a follicle. All of the little hair nutrition peptides are tightening up. That's how they're anchoring in that follicle. That's over a 90-day period. So once those peptides get into the follicle, they're going up into the hair strand. And that's why we're saying things like, Linda's hair was so much shinier. My hair is so much shinier. It's healthier. You're seeing more strength. The side effect is better nails, stronger nails, longer nails, whatever you want, right? Like, this is all part of feeding your body these peptides.
And it worked on every single person in the study.
I know.
No synthetic fillers or binders, no gluten, no sugar, no dairy, no soy. You take 2 of these a day. It is supporting not only healthy hair and reduced hair shedding, it's supporting hard nails, strong nails. It's mani-pedi season soon to be. And the result of 20 years of research, it honestly is probably the very thing I would start with from this brand, OMI, because I just feel like it's one of the most emotional topics for an aging woman.
Without a doubt. For me, it was this aha moment, and I had to do something for myself. And so many of us as women, as we're aging, it's natural, right? Our follicles are getting looser. That's part of the process. Our scalp is aging as well. This is very sensitive skin on our scalp. And taking care of it and giving it a little bit of love our hair wants to respond so beautifully. That's why every single one of the women in the clinical study responded and was able to hold on to their hair. You know, holding on to at least 20% of that hair.
That's a dramatic change in one's appearance.
And that's every 90 days. So that's why I have more hair now than I had, I don't even know. I don't think I've ever had this amount of hair. And the other thing is, I'm gonna brush it as hard as I can, right? I'm gonna brush it all over. I'm sure I'm gonna have some hairs in this hairbrush. I don't know, maybe I don't. And that's on.
Do you know, can I tell you my grossest habit? My current grossest habit. Everyone's like, oh great, where's this going? And look, can we say no? I will sit in the front seat of Joe's car. He drove me to work tonight. And I will sit and I will play with my hair and run my fingers through my hair because it's kind of like a scalp massage.
Yeah.
And every time I run my hands through my hair, giant, long pieces of hair. I pull my hair out like, and then Joe's like, "Would you please stop shedding in my car?"
Please take hair nutrition peptides.
I know.
Please.
So I couldn't have been more excited that we just incidentally had this hour together today. Listen, aging is a privilege and it's a beautiful thing, but it's not easy. It comes with a few kickbacks, and OMI and Naomi are here to help. 4 months supply. Check out of your cart. The sale price is only good till the end of the day, and you have 3 months to take them and hopefully notice a big change. Shipping for free because everything on this International Women's Day does. Love you, lady.
Love you too.
All right, guys, I am going to be with another lady up next. An hour of Laura Geller's on the way.